In a world full of noise, attraction speaks in silence. She won't always say it with words. She won't spell it out. But if you listen closely, if you observe like a Stoic, you'll feel it in the quiet moments. The glance that lingers a little too long, the way she leans in, even when there's space, the subtle shift in tone when she says your name. Most men miss it, not because they're foolish, but because they're chasing clarity in a world ruled by emotion. They ask, does she like me? But ignore the psychological signs that scream yes without ever opening her mouth. This video isn't about cheap tricks or shallow advice. It's about reading between the lines, through the lens of Stoic wisdom and psychological truth. Because a high-value man doesn't chase, he observes. He doesn't guess, he understands. If you've ever wondered whether she's drawn to you, not just your looks, but your presence, your aura, this is your wake-up call. Stay with me, and by the end of this video, you'll never see attraction the same way again. Let's uncover the 5 undeniable signs she's attracted to you, and why knowing them will transform not only your relationships, but the way you carry yourself as a man. Signs number 1. Her eyes seek you, the silent magnetic pull. The eyes are the windows to the soul, but more importantly, they are the unfiltered truth-tellers of attraction. When a woman is attracted to you, her eyes will do things her words never will. She looks at you, often, not a quick glance, but a soft, intentional gaze. Sometimes she looks away quickly when caught, but that's not disinterest, it's vulnerability. It's her subconscious exposing her curiosity before her ego rushes in to shield her. Psychology reveals that when someone's attracted to you, their pupils dilate. It's a biological reaction, one that can't be controlled. When you speak, she listens with her eyes, not just her ears. She's not just looking at you, she's searching for understanding, for connection, for resonance. Stoics taught us to observe without judgment. So if you notice her scanning the room and her gaze always finds you, pay attention. If her eyes wander to your lips while you talk, she's not just listening, she's imagining. That's not fantasy, it's a biological signal of desire. Don't be fooled by her composure. A Stoic man reads beyond the surface. If her eyes are drawn to you like gravity, it's not coincidence, it's chemistry in motion. Signs number 2, her body faces you, even when her words don't. The body never lies. It whispers truths we're often too distracted to hear. You might be in a group setting. She's laughing, talking, engaging with others, but her torso, her feet, her shoulders, they're all angled toward you. Psychological studies show that people unconsciously orient their bodies toward what they desire or trust. It's primal, protective. You don't open yourself physically to someone you feel threatened by or indifferent to. You do it with those who pull you in, even without trying. You'll notice she leans in when you speak, even if it's just a few inches. She finds reasons to close the space, adjusting her chair, stepping nearer, brushing past you when it's unnecessary. The Stoics believed in reading reality, not illusions. If her words say one thing, but her body consistently mirrors yours or stays directed at you, she's saying what she may not have the courage to vocalize yet. Even in silence, her presence speaks volumes. It says, "You make me feel safe. You make me curious. You stir something in me I'm still trying to understand." Watch how her body responds to yours. Attraction is often quiet, but physical alignment screams volumes. Signs number 3. She touches lightly, often, and with intention. Touch is powerful. It's primal. It predates language and transcends logic. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll find subtle, almost unnoticeable ways to bridge that physical gap. A brush of your arm, a pat on the back that lingers half a second too long, fixing a thread on your sleeve that didn't need fixing. These aren't accidents. They're intentional signals of comfort and interest. According to psychological research, people use social touch to test boundaries and communicate trust. A woman who likes you will subconsciously test the waters. Will he respond? Will he pull away? Does he feel the same? This is where Stoic awareness matters. Don't just react, observe. Feel her intention, not just the motion. She's not just touching your shoulder. She's breaking barriers inch by inch. But here's the paradox. The more stoic you remain, the more intriguing you become. She touches you to feel connected, but your calm presence becomes the very anchor she seeks. Never mistake casual touch for friendship when it's paired with all the other signs. In attraction, touch is rarely just physical. It's emotional access seeking permission. Signs number 4. She mirrors you, subconsciously syncing her energy. There's a fascinating psychological phenomenon called mirroring, when someone mimics your movements, speech patterns, even your energy, without realizing it. It's a deep biological response tied to empathy and connection. If you lean back, she does too. If you smile, she reflects it almost instantly. If you cross your arms or shift your posture, you might catch her doing the same moments later. This isn't mockery, it's biological resonance. A woman attracted to you starts syncing with your rhythm, not because she's trying to, but because her subconscious wants alignment. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful, to observe the present without distraction. If you notice her mirroring you during a conversation, this is not coincidence. This is her psyche telling you, I feel safe here. I want to belong to this energy. She may even start using similar phrases, echoing your style of humor, or engaging in topics you've expressed interest in. That's her way of saying, I want to be in your world. True attraction isn't about performance, it's about harmony. If she's syncing with you without effort, it's a sign her heart is already moving in your direction. Signs number 5. She finds reasons to stay, even when she doesn't have to. This is the ultimate sign. Not her eyes, not her touch, not her words, but her willingness to remain in your presence, without obligation, without excuse. She doesn't rush the goodbye. She lingers after conversations, even when they've ended. She texts back quickly, not out of politeness, but because she wants to keep the connection alive. She finds reasons to run into you, reasons to ask for help, reasons to share a random meme at 10 p.m. that made her think of you. This isn't coincidence, it's emotional gravity. Psychology tells us we are drawn to those who make us feel seen, valued, and emotionally safe. If a woman is subtly investing her time, attention, and emotional energy into you, even in small doses, that's a loud declaration in a quiet language. The Stoic man doesn't beg for attention. He observes who chooses to stay without being asked. Because in her staying, you find her true desire, not to be impressed, but to be connected. If she's choosing your presence over convenience, take notice. In a world where everyone is busy, her consistent attention is her most undeniable confession. Conclusion: deep and impactful. Outro: attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers, in the look that lingers, the breath that quickens, the silence that doesn't feel empty. If you truly want to understand whether she's attracted to you, don't chase. Observe. Don't demand answers. Read the signs. A Stoic man understands that truth often hides beneath the surface, but it's always there, waiting to be noticed by those who are present enough to see it. Remember, her eyes, her body, her touch, her energy, and her time. These are not just signals. They are windows into her heart. And when you learn to read these signs, you not only understand women better, you become the kind of man who moves with purpose, confidence, and calm strength. If this resonated with you, if you've seen even one of these signs in your own life, drop a comment below. Share your story, because your experience might be the light someone else needs. Subscribe for more deep, practical, and Stoic insights into relationships, self-mastery, and psychology. And remember, the man who observes controls the game. Be that man.